Hello everyone, Namaste. Today I'm gonna walk you through the process of filing taxes, especially if you are in a situation similar to mine. So I was in a difficult predicament and I saw some of my friends in similar situation and we were trying to figure out how to do things, and today we figured it out. So that's why I thought it, because I assume a lot of us will be in this situation. That's why I decided to make this video. And just to be honest upfront, this is not a technical tutorial. So if you're looking for how to file it on your own, then this is not the video for you. But this is just a guide to navigating the process. So it's specifically helpful for those on F1 visa. That is a visa if you're on if you're here on a student visa, with a spouse, if you have a spouse as well, and who does not have an ITIN number. That is, ITIN is individual taxpayer identification number. And if you recently moved to a different state, or you started working on OPT, or you were previously working while you were a student, like you were a research assistant or something, So I'll just give my example of how complex. I think this is the most complex as it can get for people who are in a similar situation, who are just student. I think this is as complex as it can get. So I completed my master's degree at LSU in Louisiana and graduated in August of 2024. And while at LSU, I worked as a research assistant. So part of my income for 2024 was taxed in Louisiana. And after graduation, I started working full-time in Little Rock, Arkansas. So that is, I started working in September of 2024. And that means that the other half of my income was taxed in Arkansas. And to add more complexity to it, I got married in March of 2024, and my wife joined me from Nepal in May of 2024 on an F2 visa. And because she's on an F2 visa, she does not have a social security number or an ITIN number. So this situation requires filing for taxes in two different states, Louisiana and Arkansas, and also applying for an ITIN number for my wife. And this is how you do it. So first of all, I advise seeking professional tax assistance. And so I decided to get the services from H&R Block. I'll put their logo somewhere around here, so that I think you might have seen it while traveling, while going to stores and stuff like that. And I decided to use H&R Block because that is where I filed my taxes from last year as well. And they are a professional tax preparation firm, and you can find similar firms near to you. And second thing is, to file as a couple, your wife needs an ITIN number. So for that, you need to fill a form called W7 form, and you need to include your spouse's original passport, with the document, and along with the federal tax return. And these documents will be sent to IRS, and this process can take around 6 to 8 weeks. So you have to make sure that you are not traveling internationally within that 6 to 4 week period, or you're not even flying. You need to make sure of that, because in airports you need to show your passport. If you do not have a if you do not have a driver's license, and you cannot get a driver's license without a social security number. So your spouse will not have a driver's license, your spouse does not have a passport, so she cannot travel through airports. So that's why make sure that you are not traveling for the 6 to 8 weeks that it needs. And after they issue the ITIN, they will send back two packages. In one package you'll get your ITIN number, and another package you'll get your original passport back. And because my income was split between Louisiana and Arkansas in 2024, so I needed to file state taxes in both the states. So H&R Block will prepare these returns for us, and they will manually adjust the details to ensure everything is accurate. But there are two very important things. First is, the timing is really important. So if you need to apply for an ITIN, start as early as possible, because delays in getting the ITIN number could push back your tax filing, because unless your wife has an ITIN number, you cannot file as a couple. And it takes 6 to 8 weeks to get the ITIN number. It could take longer. It can take longer as well. So the federal tax filing deadline is typically around April, somewhere in April, maybe April 13, 15, something like that. So another thing is, in 2023, I filed my taxes individually because I was not married, and I was just working in the university as a research assistant, and at that time LSU offered a service. LSU still offers a service. There are some volunteers, they'll file taxes for you, so that was easy. In 2023, okay, in 2022 actually, in 2022 I did that. In 2023 I secured services from H&R Block, and in 2024 I'm doing the same. My final advice is that while filing taxes, it is not always very complicated, or it is not rocket science. You can do it on your own. But if you are moving states, and like a similar situation, if your spouse needs to get her ITIN number, and if there are other complexities, then it can be overwhelming, especially if you are on a visa. You're always wary of not making any legal mistakes at all. So I think unless you are confident, I recommend hiring professional services from any of the agency of your choice. And I hope this guide will help you navigate your tax filing process, and don't wait too long to start if you need to apply for an ITIN number. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. I hope this was helpful.